on Maaser Sheni, Perek Bet Mishnah Gimel. So in the last Mishnah, we learned that Rabbi Shimon said he was more machmir vis-a-vis sichat shemen of Maaser Sheni than he was vis-a-vis Terumah. And why? He said because we're more machmir in Maaser Sheni for fenugreek than we are for Terumah, for tiltan. He also said krishim. We'll get to that. But in this Mishnah, we're going to talk about how are we more machmir of Maaser Sheni for tiltan than we are for Terumah. So the Mishnah is going to explain. Tiltan is fenugreek. Let's see, fenugreek is, thank goodness for Wikipedia, fenugreek is an annual plant in the family Fabaceae. Okay, it has 3 small ovate to oblong leaves. It is cultivated worldwide. So it's got leaves and then it's got seeds. Today, mostly they eat the seeds. Okay, the seeds are produced. Fenugreek is used as an herb, spice, and vegetable, etc., etc., etc. Just want to point out something. You gotta love Wikipedia. What do they say? Here we go. A compendium of Jewish oral learners, the Mishnah mentions the plant under its Hebrew name, tiltan. Gotta love that. And it gives us a bunch of Mishnayot like we have, tiltan. Okay, so that's fenugreek. This is what it looks like. It grows as a plant, and then it grows seeds in there. And the plant is used as an herb, but according to the Mishnah, tiltan, the plant, was almost never eaten. It was almost always used to produce an herb afterwards. It was dried out, but as a vegetable, it wasn't eaten. And therefore, as we're going to see, it had a few specific halachot. It says the Mishnah, tiltan Maaser Sheni. If I grow fenugreek of Maaser Sheni, and then I have a portion that's designated as Maaser Sheni, te'achel simchonim. I have to eat it, simchonim, it says, kashem yirakot lachim, before it dries out. V'lo yinichem ad sheyigdelu. If I let it grow, if you have a garden, you'll know, if you have a green sprout and you let it grow, then it turns brown, then it hardens. It turns into a harder stalk. You can't leave it, and then it becomes, if it grows hard, and then it's not edible. But for Terumah, so Terumah, we're more mekil. You can eat it whether it's green or whether it's already hardened and become wooden. Okay, further, and similarly, how do you have to treat Terumah of tiltan, of fenugreek? Beit Shammai says, Kol ma'aseha b'tahara. You have to treat it like you would any other produce of Terumah, and you have to wash your hands, b'tahara. You have to do netilat yadayim before you touch it. Chutz michafifata, unless you use it for chafifa. Chafifa means you're washing your hair. So if you take the fenugreek and use it, I guess I don't know, maybe it's somebody should develop fenugreek shampoo. From the Mishnah times, Beit Shammai says, Kol ma'aseh b'tahara, avagav de tiltan lav ochel gamorhu. And this is what's most important. Chazal said tiltan is not ochel gamor, vis-a-vis Terumah, and therefore, ve'ein Terumah noheget bo, the only reason we consider it Terumah is because the fish ne'echal liktzat v'nei adam. Because some people eat it. Most people, I guess, in the Mishnah's time didn't eat it. Hilkach ne'echal betum'ah. They probably grew it for the seeds. Therefore, this is a huge kula in Terumah. Ne'echal betum'ah. It can be eaten when a kohen is tameh. Nonetheless, it's still Terumah, belongs to the kohen, and it's asur for the zar. Therefore, you have to have some kind of heker, some kind of recognition. You have to treat it in some way so people will know that the zar can't eat it. Therefore, that's why Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel disagree. The Beit Shammai tzarich shu kol ma'aseh b'tahara. So Beit Shammai says you have to treat fenugreek even though it's not really Terumah and the kohen can eat a bit tum'ah. Nonetheless, you have to do everything b'tahara u'benetilat yadayim, and you have to wash your hands no matter what you do. Kedin shar kol achlim shel Terumah, like all other Terumah foods. Why? That's what we said, that you would know that a non-kohen cannot eat it. Except you have to wash your hands for everything, except if you're washing your hair with it. Because without netilat yadayim, you can wash your hair without having to do netilat yadayim first. They use the fenugreek, I guess, as a shampoo. On the other hand, Beit Hillel says, Kol ma'aseh betumah. You don't have to wash your hands for anything with fenugreek. Chutz mishriyata, and then if you soak it in water. Before you soak it in water, you have to, because normally whenever anything touches water, it becomes mukhshar kabel tumah. So fenugreek is the same way, and even though you could eat it with tumah, nonetheless, you still had to wash your hands before you soak it in water. So we see from here that tiltan of Terumah, they were very mekil. Really, they didn't consider it like Terumah. You could eat even bitumah. A kohen could eat fenugreek when he was tameh. Whereas we're Maaser Sheni, they were machmir. And they said that you could only eat it when you're tzimchonim, when it was still green, and not after it had already hardened. And therefore, that's why Rabbi Shimon said, since we're machmir for fenugreek, therefore I'm also machmir in sicha of Maaser Sheni. Stop here if you have any comments or questions. As always, email@gmail.com, and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.